Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Books. My name is Sydney. If you haven't watched any of my other videos, welcome. So as you can probably tell by the title of this video is going to be like a hodgepodge of different things. First, this video is going to kind of be divided up into two different parts. The first part is going to be my May TBR, which is pretty much centered around Asian Heritage Month, and I'll be doing the Asian Readathon hosted by Read with Cindy. And then the second part is going to be my Owl Crate unboxing. I've been subscribed to Owl Crate for, I don't know, let me think. I've probably been subscribed to them since October of 2019, October or September. And so I've been with them for a long time, I guess you can consider, and I have no self-control, so I've already unboxed it and I love it, but I just wanted to show it to you all too, and just kind of experience things. And if somebody's interested in what they see in the box, maybe they'll also be interested in partaking in Owl Crate, because honestly their quality is like top notch. So yeah, let's get into the first part of the video, and again, that is my May TBR. So two of the books that I'm going to be reading in May are kind of like carry-ons over from my April reading month. So April I tried to do owls. I did not really succeed, pretty much because I was lazy. Yeah, there's two books that I'm going to be carrying over from the April reading month of what I was reading into May, just to kind of finish them up, just to kind of get them off of my TBR. And like, I do this whole like halfway read a book and then I put it down and then I don't pick it up for like months on end. So yeah, I don't want to do that. So yeah, the first book that I'm going to attempt to finish is going to be All the Stars and Teeth. This is the Owl Crate edition. The cover's over there, the book cover, but because I don't read with it on, but I don't have that much left over. I read a lot, honestly, yesterday, the last day of April, but I just got so tired that I couldn't finish reading it. I pretty much have like maybe 100 pages left, and I'm really enjoying this. I like it because I kind of get tired of the whole like, oh, like everybody else has magic and I don't have any magic, so like what am I gonna do? Like everybody has magic, and like it was just an interesting take on what's going on with the magic system, and you can only have one magic power because there's like a whole different array of stuff. And then the main character Amora, she goes through this whole like almost like life-altering realization about magic, and how she's different but also the same when it comes to her people. And I really am enjoying this book. It's like, even though, like I said, I got tired and I couldn't finish it yesterday, overall it's a very captivating read, and it's like 360 pages, 368, like that, and it's a great read. I think my only complaint about the book is that like the words are so close together. So like, if you can like see that, like sometimes I'm like catching myself reading and then my eyes will like skip 5 paragraphs because it's just like all like jammed together. But ultimately it's a great read, very entertaining. And I do love the romance, and there's like a love triangle, but it's like not half, but part of the triangle is like an arranged marriage, and it's like, how am I supposed to feel for somebody who I was told that I have to be with versus like emotions that I feel for someone naturally. And that's really interesting, like different take on the love triangle. So really good. All the Stars and Teeth. So yeah, the second book that I'm going to be transferring over from my April read to May to finish it up is a book that I've had on my TBR for a very long time, and that is Z, a novel of Zelda Fitzgerald. It is a very great read. It just takes me a while to get through it. Fiction of Zelda Fitzgerald, and obviously her romance with F. Scott Fitzgerald, author of The Great Gatsby. And yeah, like I've really been interested for some weird reason into the Fitzgeralds. Then I have another books with my main collection of books in Tennessee that's also like a look into the Fitzgerald's life and their daughter. So yeah, for some reason I just am like really interested in their life and like what goes on, and like, you know, how it talks about mental illness and how things are handled and dealt with when it comes to that, especially back in this time when like obviously nobody really, like, they're like, yo, you nuts, done. So yeah, I think it's a really cool and interesting book. I do have the physical copy, but I've also picked up the audiobook for it through my Libby, and I'm only about 36% the way through, but I listened to it on like 2x speed, so it's been going pretty good. So yeah, this one I'm gonna read. That's the second book from April. So now we're going to get into my TBR for the Asian Readathon, and again, hosted by Rig with Cindy. It's amazing, and especially with like everything that's going on when it comes to COVID-19 and just some of the stories that I hear about what's going on with, like, you know, how people are treating others. It's just terrible. And so if I can do a little like tiny bit of appreciation for the Asian community, then yeah, I'm gonna try. So the first category, and again, I think it was really cool that you don't have to read like a ton of books if like you're not able to, because again, most of the time people get their choices from the library. So I think it's really cool how the categories are done, but I decided to divide them up. And so the first one is just read a book by an Asian author. And the book that I chose is We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Fazal. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced it. Yep, she is Sri Lankan, which I actually have a really close friend who's Sri Lankan. I had no idea that she was the author. I had no idea she was Sri Lankan. And so when I found that out, I was like, oh, cool, like a little tie into it somehow. And I know that this is a really highly praised book. I don't really personally know a lot about it. I know that it's like assassin and, you know, female empowerment and things like that. And I think that the second book is coming out sometime this year. So yeah, I'm gonna try to read this one for my read a book by an Asian author. My second book for the Asian Readathon is going to be under the category read a book with an Asian author or Asian character within the book that you can relate to. And the book that I chose is one that's again been on my TBR for a really long time. Like if you check my Goodreads, it says I've been reading this book since like I think November or October. Yeah. The book that I chose is The Best Lies by Sarah Liu, or Liu, I'm so sorry. It's a good book. It's categorized as a psychological thriller, a YA psychological. It's about is how a girl's boyfriend gets killed by her best friend. And it goes into how close relationships can be between friends, best friends. The title says obsession can be poison even to the sweetest of friendships. And I can relate to this particular character, one, because the author and the character in the book are women. I identify as a woman. And another thing that I can identify is how your friendship, particularly a best friend relationship, can really overtake your life. I know that almost all too well with one friend that I had for 5 years. And yeah, they pretty much encompass my entire life. And, you know, as life continues on, you know, things have to cut off. But yeah, I think that's how I can relate to this. Obviously, I never had someone die because of my friends, but yeah, I think that's why I chose this book. And again, I've read probably about like 40%, and then it was another book that I just like put down and never picked up again. But it's honestly really, really captivating, and it's like a quick read whenever I read it, and it jumps between like past and present and what's going on, and yeah, I liked it. So again, that is for my book by an Asian author / Asian character that I can relate to. The next book that I'm going to read is a really pretty book, and I'm so excited to have it. I think it's gorgeous. It looks amazing with my other little collection that I have, and that is for the category of an Asian character or author that I do not relate to. And the book that I chose is The Kingdom of Back, and it is by Marie Lu. Marie Lu is a Chinese American author, and that is how I cannot relate to her, because I am not Chinese. So yeah, this is a really cool story. It's about, it's interesting because like I personally really enjoyed the movie Amadeus, and I think it's interesting to see that like while he was obviously praised, like everybody knows, like Mozart, I think it's interesting that his sister was as equally talented, but like because of being a woman in that time period, they didn't pay attention to her. And I think that Marie came up with a really cool concept. So I'm excited to read it. And this is, again, an Owl Crate edition, and it's just beautiful. Like, oh, look at that. Oh, and gorgeous, and like silver edges. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be reading for that category. So, need another sip of coffee. Oh God. Is anybody else like coffee? Almost 8. Who cares? What's time? I don't know. Yeah. So the next book is a Asian individual's recommendation, and the book that I chose is definitely, I guess, a weird choice, if you would say, but the book that I chose is going to be kind of 2 books, because I know I'll read through them pretty quickly, and that is the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. The person that recommended this to me is my really good friend, Madeline. Here we are, we're cute. Yeah, she's a really close friend. Madeline is half Vietnamese, and she recommended these books obviously because her and I have a special love when it comes to Harry Potter, but I've never read these books on audio, and she rants and raves about the audiobook. So yeah, I'm gonna physically read along when I listen to it on audio, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's my TBR. I'm really going to try to do the group book, which is Little Fires Everywhere, and I'm really gonna try it, but when I looked at my Libby account, like the ebook is like a 17-week wait, and then the audiobook is like on a like 12-week wait, with like so many people waiting to read it, because obviously the Hulu show, people are really interested in it. So I'm going to try to read that one. If I can't, then I think I'm just going to focus watching the TV show. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do for May, hopefully. Since it's also kind of like my Star Wars month, because May the 4th be with you, and 501st Day, which is today that I'm filming, the 1st of May, I'm going to try to read some kind of sci-fi book. I've not decided on what, but I do plan on doing like an entire like binge-a-thon of all of the Star Wars movies and The Mandalorian and the Star Wars The Clone Wars movie, and also the show, because they just did the final season. So yeah, I'm gonna try to incorporate that in, but I do know that with like watching all of the shows and watching Little Fires Everywhere and then reading the books, obviously, I'm not really gonna put a lot of pressure. And again, I don't even have a pick for that. So if that happens, it happens. Yeah. Now, time to part 2 of this video is going to be my unboxing for Owl Crate. And yeah, like I said, I have no self-control. In the moment that the box arrived, I opened it and looked into all these goodies. So I'm just kind of like unbox it in front of you all, and so kind of just show you the products and talk about it. Because when I looked at it, I was like, oh, I know that book, or do I know that book, kind of thing. So yeah, here's the Owl Crate box, and this is for April, and so it just got here because of the whole, you know, again, COVID-19. There was delays, but honestly, it shipped like 2 days and it was here. So thank you to Owlcrate. I mean, I know I pay for it, but thank you to Owlcrate for getting it to me so quickly because this month's theme, impeccable. Like, I was so excited when I found it out. And this month's theme was full moon magic. So here is the spoiler card. Like, look how gorgeous she is. Purple, my absolute favorite color, just like impeccable. So I'm gonna shift over, I guess. Put that there. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so to get into the first one of the items, again, since I already unboxed this, I try to put it in the same way that if somebody else were to unbox it, this is what they would see. So the first item that came out was this little box, and it's a jewelry item, and I can definitely tell because like the box looks like jewelry. So what it is adorable, amazing. And it is this little like crescent moon, full moon bracelet, and it's like so small and dainty, and it's like gold. I know with my lighting it like almost looks like, I guess, rose gold, maybe, I don't know, but this is what it looks like, and it's adorable, very light. And it's like, for me, I'm not really a person who likes heavy jewelry, and I'm typically like a ring person, and like that's it, but this is adorable, so perfect. The next item was this little like canvas bag, and as you can see, there's a quote on it. I don't know if you can read it backwards, but it says, "A dreamer is one who can only find his way by moonlight." Cute, adorable. And when I opened it up, I was surprised to see these like shapes and stuff, and I was like, what's going on? But it ends up being this adorable like moon cycle like art piece. Very simple, just like little pieces of wood and like little twine, and I think I'm gonna put it on a mirror. It's like a window that I have. It's like an art piece. Here, I'll kind of show you. So like I have that window that I like put flowers in and kind of like style for the seasons, and so I think I'm just gonna put that up there because it's cute. So put that there. Yeah, cool. The next item I was really excited for because it's like black and like just the words on it were like very cute, and it ends up being an adorable tote bag. Very nice size, very like convenient. And what it's like a moon cycle thing again, because again the whole like theme is like full moon. And on it says the moon is a loyal companion, which I'm like, that's adorable. And I think, like, I don't want to look at the spoiler card, like, as you probably know, but I think it's from Shatter Me series, if I'm correct. So very cute, and like the quality is very nice. It doesn't feel like, you know, like scratchy or anything, and very sturdy too. So like, you don't, I'm not gonna be like nervous to actually put anything in there. So very, very nice. It reminded me of another item that we got not too long ago, and what it is this cute little like notebook, and on it it says, "With freedom, books, flowers, and the moon, who could not be happier?" And it's an Oscar Wilde quote, and it's actually the same quote that we got on a canvas pillowcase, which I have actually over there. I'm not gonna get up and get up, but yeah, it's very cute, very simple, just like, you know, lines, and that's it. But yeah, definitely could fit in the tote bag, obviously, and the book and stuff like that. So yeah, something that they told us that we were going to be getting when we, like, I guess like if we had the previous box, they like told us about it, and then also they like teased about it in their Instagram, and that is the puzzle. So this is a puzzle, and it is called the Moony puzzle, and it is obviously for Remus Lupin from the Harry Potter series. Honestly, Raymond is my favorite character. I resonate with his soul so much. So yeah, it's a very cute little puzzle, and it's a 300 piece. So obviously with how quarantine's going, yeah, we can probably all do puzzles together. But it's very cute. I love the art. It's gorgeous. Who did the art? Let's see. Don't ruin it, don't ruin it. I mean, I already ruined it. Atelian Art? Oh, at Alien Art. At Alien Art. Go me. I can read. But yeah, so that's our artwork, or their artwork. I'm so sorry if I said misgendered, but that's their artwork, and I think it's very cute. And you can see little things, and like, it just really speaks to me. I like it. Now, the next item is the pin that is for the book, and I'm obsessed with it. It's adorable, and what it is a little owl with a couple moon cycles next to it. And obviously this, how Owl Crate does it, is they make a pin that's about the book that we get. And yeah, I think it's very dainty, very cute, and I enjoy it. Enjoy looking at it. Now, there's no other items other than the book, which totally fine, because honestly, all of these stuff is really good quality. So I put this in. This is the little pamphlet book that they give, and I really enjoyed it because Owl Crate typically makes like a playlist to listen to, and the one that they made is centered and inspired by Remus Lupin. Again, I love this man. I love him so much. So I was really excited about that. Now, the book is gorgeous. Stunning. Stunning. And the book that we got is The Bone Crier's Moon. So yeah, let me do that for you. And this book is like really cool and like inspiring. And oh, also look at these sprayed edges. And so when I opened up the book, it made me feel so like, I guess like nostalgic, because like when I felt the pages, I was like, this just feels like an old book. Like, you know, like a book that you've had on your TBR for a while, and it just like feels like it's like meant to be in your house. And yeah, like that, it just felt that way, and I really, really liked it. So I just put the author's letter into the book. I try to do that so I don't lose them. And again, this is the Owl Crate edition. So they tweaked it a little bit from the original version. I'll show you what it looks like in just a second. And then this is also, again, signed by the author. So this book is about witches and stuff like that. And actually, like, I didn't want to read what the book blurb is. I really want to read what the author wrote about. And it's basically talking about the Dame Blanches, which is a French folklore about how women in white kill men to refuse to dance with them on bridges. And so she tweaked it, and she talked it as about a matriarchal society and that performs rituals according to the phases of the moon. And I was like, that's so cool. Like, people's creativity amazes me. So yeah, that's the book. And here, let me show you the difference that they did. So as you can see, this is the Owl Crate version, which is very like vibrant and like different from this one, because then they said that they wanted to make it look as if people are standing in moonlight. And then this one is the original cover, which is again pretty much just like same image, but just like zoomed in on this one rather than this one, and then like gray. So I dig it. I dig the blue. I feel like Owl Crate's been doing a whole lot of blue, because All the Stars and Teeth was also like blue or like a teal. But yeah, I think it's really pretty, and I'm excited to eventually read it. Definitely not in May, because I already have a lot of books, and I'm pretty much averaging like 4 books a month. So yes, that is my book. That is technically the end of the video. And yeah, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoyed my TBR. I hope that you enjoyed maybe a potential passing kitty. I don't know what they were doing in this entire time. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the Owl Crate unboxing. If you want to talk, let's talk. Let's talk about books. Let's talk about Asian Heritage Month. Let's talk about mugs. Let's talk about Disney. I don't know what you want to talk about, but let's talk, because we're all in quarantine and life's just grand.